Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria. If this is your first time on my channel, please go ahead and subscribe because that will make me very happy. And when you turn on the notification bell, you will be notified when anything exciting is happening on this channel. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. In today's video, I will be doing a Q&A. So I will tell you the things that you don't want to hear about me. Today I want to give a special shout out to my brother JR. It was his birthday just 2 days ago. He is growing old and I'm not getting used to that, but I want to give him a special shout out. And if you've seen any of my videos on my channel, you may notice that there is a really cool bit that plays every time there's an introduction or somewhere along the video, and that is the courtesy of my brother. He is a music producer, so if you want to check him out on his Instagram, he does all kinds of music beats and he is really good at it. If, for example, you're getting married and you want to create like an invitation video, he can create a really nice beat for you, and you can play it as your slide or video goes along or something in that line. But he's super good. Go check him out on Instagram. My other videos were a little bit more serious than I like them to be, but at the time it just felt like I needed to do those. So today I'll be doing a Q&A so that you guys can get to know me better on a different level. So I will start by introducing myself. My name is Gloria, last name Parker, and that's because I'm married, not was, I am married. That's why my last name is Parker. I am 32 years old. That's not my favorite thing to tell people though. And I am a mom. I've got 3 children. I have a full-time job, and then in my time off, I'm a mom and a wife. Favorite thing to do to relax. Usually when I am at home, I want to watch series. I watch a lot of television. That's like my comfortable place. I want to sit down and watch all kinds of series until 3 o'clock in the morning, and then sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get up, eat, go back to the television. But life is not like that. I cannot be doing that the rest of my life. But if I were to get paid to do that, I will totally do that like all my life. So I like to watch television to relax. The biggest lesson learned for me is the understanding that in bad situations, something good can come out of it. I know that when you are in the middle of the storm and, the sea is raging, it's not easy to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But in the end, out of something bad, there is always something good that comes out of it. A few years ago, something happened to me on a personal level, and at that moment, I felt like it was gonna break me. But something better that I did not know was lacking came out of it. So I always want to take some time to reflect on situations after, the storm has passed. What motivates me? So I've got 2 people in my life that are really my greatest cheerleaders. One is my husband. My husband is an amazing person, okay? That guy loves me and he believes in me so much. He thinks like I am the world's smartest woman. Like I am so smart according to him. He says it, and like when I give him advice or talk to him, he really listens, and I like that. So the fact that he thinks like I'm super smart makes me want to be smart. And then the other person is my sister Rose. She's my older sister, my mom's firstborn, and then comes me. So like she thinks I can do anything. Like if I just tell her I want to fly an airplane today, she'll be like, yeah. Like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for you to fly the airplane. Like you are going to kill it in the air. She's just the kind of person that is always hyping me up. She believes that I can do anything. If I tell her that I know how to fly or I know how to make myself disappear, she will totally hype me up. So my husband and my sister, not my children, my husband and my sister are like my biggest 2 people that motivate me. It's like every time I'm about to do something, even if I doubt myself, I always know that my husband will think I can do this, or my sister thinks I can do this. So That is like the little thing in me that comes out. What is my superpower? Well, I can make water turn into ice. I know, not everybody can do that. Anyway, my superpower, I think, like I have a big mouth, like I can talk from the morning to the evening. My husband says I have a smart mouth because at times where I need to talk to get us out of situations, my mouth comes through for us. So I have a smart mouth, and I like that I talk too much. It allows me to interact with people, and I make connections that way. I get to see how other people see things, how they think, and compared to like my way of thinking and seeing things, and it just allows me to interact with people, and it opens doors most of the time. So my superpower is my mouth, I guess. What describes happiness? So growing up, like I have so many siblings, not many, but I've got many siblings, and they are all really funny. Like the only person in my family that is not funny, we have two. It's like my older sister and my younger sister, like the two. The one at the top and the one at the bottom, those two are not the funniest. But so my happiness is described by me being with my siblings. So we like to do this thing. When my mom and my dad travel, we would take out like the mattress on their bed and we'd bring it to the living room, and then we'll make like this big sleeping area, and we'll watch movies and eat and joke around and just really spend time together. And we started doing this when we were very little, and we just grew up doing that. We still do this to this very day. It's just because we are in separate areas or separate part of the world right now, but that is like the one thing that we like to do together, spend time together, and that really fulfills me. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like I belong, because I belong to my family, although they don't like me very much, but I'm their problem, so they have to deal with me. That's my happiness, and because of that, I want to give the same experience to my husband and to my children. My husband is a bit different. He doesn't really like those things. He likes his space and his things. But I grew up with that, and I loved it. So I introduced that in my family. So every now and then we do the same thing. We try to do it every weekend, but taking the bed and the mattress from my bed to bring it in the living room and then spend time and then take it back in the morning. When you don't have small siblings to send around, it's not happening. Usually I have to ask my husband to do it because my mattress is really, really heavy, but he doesn't like doing it. So we are stuck with, I guess, sitting on the mat on the floor, but I like doing that with my kids too. So let me just say family time is happiness to me. What is my best childhood memory? Okay, so for the longest part, I grew up with my grandmother. My grandmother used to take me to school. She would walk me to school every morning and then pick me up after school, not with a car or anything. Like, she would walk back to school to go and get me, and then we'll walk back home together. And now when I started like my first grade, my grandmother was already old. She would walk fairly normal, like a young person. As time passed by, she started getting old, and so the walking up and down to go get me and stuff was just not working out, and I was starting to grow up, so I would do that on my own. So I miss my grandmother walking me to school. That is like one of my best memories. So there's this friend of mine, her name is Keshi. We used to go to the same school. My grandmother would walk me from home, and we get to her place, and then we'll walk together from her house to school, all three of us, like her, me, and my grandmother. So when we get to the school, like, I have to kiss my grandmother goodbye. So we'll be standing there, and I'll be kissing her, and then we'll be stuck like, I'll be doing that like for 10-15 minutes every single time without fail. And every time we walk away, like, my friend, she would just shake her head like I was like so silly. And she used to give me a bath like every morning when I go to school. She used to bathe me until I was in my 8th grade. I know, I'm a grandma child. So there's that. And then, like, my sister and I didn't really grow up together. She grew up in a different town, and I grew up with my mom. I just noticed that I'm talking a lot about my husband and my sister in this video, although this video is not about them. It's not about them. So if you are watching Paula and Becky, get over yourselves. Anyway, Yeah, so she grew up in a different town and I grew up in another. So she would come to my mom for holidays. When she came, like the first thing that I did when she got home, I would open up her bags and then go through her stuff to see what new stuff she got. And we have to go out, obviously, because now I have new clothes that I need to go and show off. So I would wear her clothes and I didn't have much. So she didn't really wear my clothes, but I would always wear her clothes. So like when she gets there, she used to go to the school. I think it's Rosing Primary or something. It's a some school that like they used to give her like a big bag of powder juice or something like that. So she would bring that powder juice with her when she comes. Every time she brings that, I will put it like in a bag and put in a little bit of water and suck on it like a candy. It used to be really cool. I know she may not even remember, but it used to be like one of my favorite things whenever I see her. So her coming for holidays and then my grandmother walking me to school are like one of my best childhood memories. What is my best quote? My best quote, I don't read a lot of quotes because I mostly read the Bible and other books, but I don't really go around looking for best quotes to motivate people with. I am not the motivational speaker or whatever. So my favorite thing right now is in the book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 3 and 4, and I will read it to you. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord and he answers me from his holy mountain. So that is like my favorite quote, or is it a quote? It's not a quote, but it's my favorite verse right now because I don't do a lot of quotes. So that was it for me. I just wanted to tell you a lot of things about me that you don't know or that you probably don't care about, but there it is. So take it and use it against me one day in court. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.